Hi guys, sorry I can't be there today, but I am confident that you are really going to like this upcoming assignment. Now, when I get back, we'll talk all about the other things that we'll be doing between now and the end of the school year to wrap up symposium and those kinds of things. But for now, I want to focus on your assignments for today. So for the end of the year, you guys are going to be working on a 200-point project. That is a really big project, but you are going to get your points every day, 25 points per class, to build you up to making a short film. Now, instead of us just watching things like The Martian or Tornado, Volcano, all kinds of science disaster movies and then analyzing them, you are going to get to make your own science short film. You can choose any earth science topics you like that will help you to sort of think about all the ways that humans could survive. Over the course of the year, we literally started the year with no dying in the lab as one of our classroom rules. And so now, after learning about the death of the sun and plate tectonics and climate change and all kinds of other surface processes and meteorological things that could happen, now you get to sort of imagine what the future will look like in disaster scenario. The sheet that you're going to get and the videos you're going to be watching today will serve as a lesson guide to sort of help you to complete the front side of the worksheet. That's all you need to complete today is the front side of that worksheet. The theme must be survival. And on the assignments page, you are going to see that there's a link to the actual film festival that you guys are going to be submitting in. And normally I'd read that out loud to you, but I feel confident that you know how to read. So go ahead and read that to yourselves so that you can really understand what's going on there, the crisis, the entropy, the sorts of things that they're looking for. You are going to be focused on shorts. And I know that it says on there that short films are 40 minutes or less. I am not expecting you to get anywhere remotely near 40 minutes. And one of the videos you're going to watch a little later in class today is going to explain more about that. So let me talk to you about why this is going to be really awesome for you and what makes it sort of fun. The first fun thing about this is that you absolutely are allowed to work in groups. While you can work by yourself, don't do that. I don't recommend it because if you've ever seen movie credits, you know exactly how many people work on any kind of film. And so you're probably going to want a large group to assist you. You can have a group that's as large as the entire class, or you could break off into smaller teams, or you could have one big group and one really small team off to the side. I don't care, but I want you to choose your groups wisely because the ability to participate and finish the production schedule each class is what is going to help you to get your points. If you work with a team that is not overly productive and you can't meet your production deadlines, you can't get your participation points. And therefore, those 200 point, which should be an easy A, is maybe going to hurt your grade. So work confidently with your group and know whether or not you're going to be able to be productive with that group. The next thing that's sort of awesome is from all of my classes combined, I'm going to take the best of the short films will be actually submitted to the film festival, and I will pay your submission fee to get your film in for the best film. The best film will be the one that in the most appealing and artsy and visually interesting way tells a scientific story, and a scientific story about earth science, since this is your earth science final project. So the science has to be good. You are allowed to have fictional elements. You are allowed to have, you could go documentary route or comedy or drama or total disaster film, but whatever the science is, it has to be right. So you can't just be like, oh, well, there's this virus and it created a zombie apocalypse. False. That's not how science works. That's not how viruses work. Okay, so, and another note, that is viruses, not earth science, right? So it needs to be earth science focused. And along the way, not today, but after this, you're going to have an opportunity to work and be mentored by some real people who work in film, movies, TV, stuff like that. So I have a friend who does his own series on YouTube. He has volunteered to mentor you guys, answer any questions that you have along the way. I have another friend who works at DreamWorks. We're going to have lots of people able to sort of talk you through it. If you have questions, you can feel free to email me as a group, whatever your group is. You can send me those questions. I'm happy to answer them. I may even be able to answer them during block because while I'm on a field trip, I will have access to the internet where I'm going to be. And I wish you guys a lot of luck. I think that it's going to be super fun. Remember, use the front of the planning sheet to sort of guide you, and you're going to want to click on the link to the whole like production deadlines and all of that kind of thing. The sub can help play the videos for you guys in class, but I suggest you read the How to Make Short Films from the New York Film Academy, and of course the actual synopsis of the theme of survival, which is from the Imagine Science Film Festival. So from that, I'm going to let you guys get going right away. Have a lot of fun today. Your group does need to sit at one table. You've already noticed that the tables are weird. So biggest group, sit at the big table. Next biggest group, sit at the medium table. Small groups, sit at the small tables. This should not be that challenging. If everyone's going to work together in one big group, feel free to rearrange the tables so that you are all sitting together. But this does need to be controlled. Right? There are testing going on in the hallways, and you should still be on your best behavior for the sub. So don't let yourself get super sidetracked. Make sure that you're working to finish that. Finally, at the bottom of the page that you're going to be working on later, it asks for sources. I'm not asking for specific sources on the disaster that you've chosen or the science that you've chosen. What I'm asking for there is any scientific source you're going to use to background check yourself. So if you say that if a comet hit the Earth, then the Earth would blow up, then I need you to be able to cite a source that says that. So are you going to go to NASA? Are you going to go to National Geographic? Are you going to go to, don't write Wikipedia, but any kind of website, any kind of book, any kind of other resource that you might use to fact check yourself. All right, so we'll talk about the rest of the details when I get back. Have a super day, and please be on your best behavior. Thanks.